right. This is the old Rough Rider. Yes, the Rude Rider, coming at you with another scintillating, hot off the press video podcast. We are the inimitable and ubiquitous Rough Rider. Roof. We hate Trump. We hate MAGA maggots. We hate dildos, ding-dongs, white supremacists. Anyway, our podcast today is Monday the 19th of December, 2022. The January 6th committee is coming out with what we think will be criminal referrals against the dumpster. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to prison he go. Da-da-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum-bum, a-rumpa-bum-bum, trumpa-bum-bum. Doo-doo. Anyway, there are three, most likely, criminal referrals that will be meted out today by the January 6th committee. 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans in their last official act today. And then Wednesday, they will have their report on the dastardly deeds of the dunderheads in the White House on January 6, 2021. Donald Trump, the ringleader, the ex-presidente. The most likely criminal referral charges to be meted out against Trump and, let's say, Mark Meadows, his chief of staff, Rudy Giuliani, his in-house former disgraced mayor of New York City, his lawyer, and the 2 bonehead constitutional lawyers. One, John Eastman, came up with a fake elector scheme, and Jeffrey Clark, who came within a hair's breadth of being the attorney general, who would have done he was a slave to Trump. He would have done anything Trump wanted, including, just install his boss, Trump, to be president and overturn the election, Jeffrey Clark. Luckily, Jeffrey Clark got dumped by the 2 White House attorneys, Patrick Philbin and Patrick Cipollone, on January 2nd, afternoon of 2021, in the White House. Over several hours, they convinced Donald Trump not to anoint the low-level Department of Justice flunky, Jeffrey Clark, to be the next acting attorney general. So that leaves us we're 2 minutes and 54 seconds into this video podcast. The 3 likely criminal charges, to be meted out by the January 6th committee against Donald Trump and his White House cabal, the crazy White House crazies, for their actions on January 6, 2021, and in the weeks leading up thereto, would be number 1, the crime of rebellion or insurrection, which is 18 U.S. Code Section 2383. For those constitutional scholars out there listening to this podcast, remember, it's Monday, December the 19th, 2022. And a happy Christmas to one and all. Bah humbug to the Trump Mar-a-Lardo crowd. So, it's also the crime of rebellion or insurrection. It carries with it a jail time. And number 2, permanently barring that individual from ever holding federal office again. The second crime or criminal charge that could be meted out by the January 6th committee today, Monday the 19th, 2022, against Trump and his White House cabal would be obstruction of an official proceeding. 18 U.S. Code Section 1512 for the scholars out there. That's that translation, any appearance or proceeding before Congress would be in an official proceeding. And by God, these guys were going to do their damnedest to obstruct that proceeding. And that proceeding on January 6, 2021 was the accounting of the electoral votes in the House of Representatives. That was the official proceeding to be conducted that day, and it damn near got shut down. That is the only way we have the transfer of peaceful transfer of power from the outgoing president and transitioning to the incoming president. The incoming duly and legitimately elected president, which at that time and is Joseph Robinette, that's his middle name, yes, Robinette Biden. We're riding with Biden, baby, yeah. And number 3, the third charge to be meted out, most likely would be conspiracy to defraud the United States, which is 18 U.S. Code Section 371. For all you scholars out there, take note. Wherein 2 or more persons who conspire to commit an offense against the United States, such as fake electors, the scheme by that erstwhile and ne'er-do-well supposed constitutional scholar John Eastman, you know, that lawyer, that ambulance chaser lawyer that was working for Trump in the weeks before the January 6th, 2021 insurrection. He came up with a fake elector scheme. They would have a slate of electors in the 5 or 6 swing states that Joe Biden won narrowly. They would throw out those duly certified electors and substitute in their place Trump's slate of electors, and which would nullify the election in essence, and allow Trump to remain in office. But it was rigged, and they were trying to overturn the an otherwise legitimate election. So there you go. We'll repeat once more. The crime of rebellion or insurrection, 18 U.S. Code 2383, which would prevent or disqualify that person from ever holding or even running for federal office, any federal office. The second charge would be the obstruction of an official proceeding, 18 U.S. Code Section 1512. And once again, any proceeding or appearance before Congress is an official proceeding. And conspiracy to defraud the United States, such as, coming up with a slate of fake electors when it comes to the counting of electoral votes in the well of the House of Representatives on January 6th. The January 6th following the presidential election, that is. There you go. So it's time to take out the garbage, as they say in New York. Take out the garbage. That would be Trump. Take out the garbage. Trump is a piece of garbage. He's a fucking piece of garbage. Or a piece of fucking garbage. And you can also, by extension, you can use that description to, encompass his, 60 or 70 million dullards, dottards, dolts, dipshits, douchebags, D-bags who voted for him not only in 2016, but again in 2020. Guess what? They're going to have that scarlet letter on their forehead after all is said and done. Like the scarlet letter A for adulteress, they're going to have the scarlet letter T emblazoned on their forehead permanently, henceforth, going forward. T for Trump. Way to go, schmucks. This is the old Rough Rider, rounding third, heading for home, and as always, don't be anyone's fool. Just be cool. And as Paul Newman said in Cool Hand Luke, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. That's what Trump would have been better off doing. He wouldn't have gotten into this. He's looking at 20 to 25 years at minimum. So is his family. So we're rounding, Rough Rider rounding third, heading for home, and we're already in the dugout. We've stolen the run, and our team wins. And your team, the Republicans, and Trump lose bigly. They make Nixon look like Mr. Rogers. Welcome to our neighborhood, babies. Stay well, keep it lit, and remember, we ride. So you can sit back and just be snide, drink your chive, and finally, when you're good and ready, make up your minds and decide. Danke.